point of this practice, for about 25 years or more, my practice was Zen Buddhism. I did a lot of, I called myself spiritually promiscuous though, because I was always interested in every mystical and spiritual esoteric path. So contemplative Christianity, Kashmir Shaivism, Sufism, whatever, I was always down to flirt. But a few years ago, the goddess Psyche showed up in my practice and said, you can work with me if you want, and you should. And I said, why? And then she had her reasons, which a lot of that had to do with me having interactions with non-human entities, and in a nutshell, her saying, if you're going to do that, you really need to lock down the fort and know what you're up to, and have a dimensional, deeper register advocate who understands the human condition and the human apparatus, and protect and join that with the right team before you go out exploring the ocean or wandering in the forest of the dimensional populations that are non-human. Well, there's a strong Book of the Dead quality, as I mentioned, which is, her practices also fall somewhat in line with that Coptic Book of the Dead, Egyptian Book of the Dead, Tibetan Book of the Dead, American Book of the Dead. There's some of that in there as well. She showed up a few years ago. I mean, no one had less interest in the the Pantheon than me. Honestly, that was the only thing that I had never demonstrated interest in. So there's a bit of a comedic element in her being the one that I ended up working with, on a daily interval. I loved alchemy, esoterica, the occult, any interior mystical path from the West or the East. I was always interested. And the Greek Pantheon really was the one thing that didn't interest me, that I never looked into. I just I felt no magnetism there. And to some degree, I still don't. It's really it's her in particular. She doesn't also seem to care whether I ever familiarize myself with the Greek Pantheon. She also doesn't want to be worshipped. It's not like a cult of Psyche that she's attempting to construct. It's really pragmatic.
Life is an ocean we fall in. When you hold me, I can swim. In this hospital, the beds are made of steel. Metal instruments are all some people feel. What you need is something soft against your skin, so you don't have to pretend to be at peace.